Massive Metro. The Takeover with Thembi.
Something disturbing happened last week.
Yeah.
And something disturbing happened this morning with our brother Vusinova.
Yeah.
And something really hurtful happened to my brother Thami Shobede.
Yeah, on the 3rd of August.
How are you?
Look, we're actually even talking about it with one of my friends when we were driving here.
Yes.
You don't expect to come so close to meeting, your last day on earth.
Yeah.
And when such things happen, they kind of like remind you how short life could be. And how fast it could be taken away from you. And I think Sunday was that day where I without knowing it, after having a very good time with my friends, and deciding that I've got a performance the next day, so let's all just go home early, and if we are still gonna chill, let's chill at my place. It's safer that way. And I did not know that would be me just pushing us closer to the time where we would meet with this incident. And when it happened, we were not really that much shaken until we parked the car and we got outside the car and we looked at what happened at the bullet holes at the back of the car.
Oh my God.
Because when the bullets make impact to the car, you don't feel the bullets. You're not really feeling them.
Yes.
And when we got out and we saw the bullet holes on at the back of the car, when you're looking at them, some of them, had they been an inch to the right or an inch to the left, would have actually killed somebody or hurt somebody. It could have been me or the driver. It could have been somebody's back if it wasn't for Iboot and the chairs at the back. Guys,
It's.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about, if you just joined us right here at Massive Metro with your girl Thembi, we're talking about the shooting that took place last week, and it involved Thami and his friends, having a good time. And this morning I heard that Vusinova was also hijacked, and thank God that he was found okay. But I don't think he's okay wherever he is.
He's not going to be okay
and for a while. And not so long ago, we also lost my brother Thami Shobede. It's even still difficult for me to talk about it. But what have you learned from this experience?
Look, I think growing up, I always thought the world was a really safe place, and I think that moment also just kind of woke me up to know that it's not as safe as we think it is. It's not as safe as we think. It's not as safe as we think it is. And I think mhlambe manje, it is time that we probably stand up as artists or as anybody else in the country who feels like they're not safe. I mean, women are not safe, and men are not safe, kids are not safe, or gogo, they're not safe. Everybody's not safe anyway. So unless we stand together and just do our best to fight against this, and also to just try and educate people, violence and crime is really not a route that really pays and gives you all the wealth that you want. If you're being a criminal and you're being violent towards other people, you're not going to be providing your family for a long time from that violence and crime. So just find other ways, guys.
I just really like what you've just mentioned now, that we need to come together and talk about this and voice it out, because it really feels like it's a trend now. It's happening almost every single day, and the pattern is the same.
It is.
It's not safe out there. Even I work with Jamie. Jamie plays a character, David Gennaro. He was also once hijacked, and mamulahlela kumikuku kukai. And even Nolo Piri, Nikki, she was also gunpoint at some point, not so long ago. So everything was just happening all at the same time. Lucky Dube, same thing again. So I really like, the idea of us coming together and just somehow find solution, how we can fight this, how we can also getting closer to the government. We need to involve them, that Tembalula needs to really make a plan and make sure that everyone is safe. And it's not only about, people in the media. Everyone deserves that safety.
I think if anybody can raise an awareness, it is the people that the public looks up to.
Absolutely.
And we have to do it.
We have to do it.
Only on Massive Metro.